Mark here. Y'all know how I do cookbooks and bring information. So if you've been watching any of my videos, sometimes I put some videos to talk about relationships because I'm going through my own personal storms, right? So I made some observations, and I found something to be extremely fascinating, and I want to share it with you guys. This is something that dawned on me. It's like a revelation that anybody can be replaced. I'm sure we've all heard the saying, anybody can be replaced. And that's a fact. That is true. Anyone cannot be replaced. Well, wait a minute. You just said anybody can be replaced. Now you're telling me anyone can't be replaced? That seems like a contradiction, Mark, a walking, talking contradiction. Mark has cognitive dissonance. There's some cognitive dissonance going on inside of Mark. No, there isn't. Let me explain. Let's extrapolate. Okay, let us extrapolate from this so-called contradiction. And we'll get from this contradiction, based off this extrapolation, a inference and conclusion that is logical and consistent. So there's deductive reasoning that we're going to use. We're going to use what's called a scientific method, a deductive reasoning, and bring about a logical conclusion. Now, listen to this. Anybody, put a space in between. Anybody is a compounded word, so we space it up. Any and body, put a space in between. So any, and in that space put physical. Any physical body can be replaced. There's 7 billion people on the planet. I think there's 7 billion, maybe a little more, a little less. 7 billion people on billion bodies on the planet. Any body can be replaced. Any one cannot be replaced. Why? Because of the word one. You compound it, separate it. Any physical one? No. The word one connotates, implies, associates exclusivity. You are exclusively exclusive. You are a singularity. You are not a polarity. You're a singularity. You're not a plural. You're not plural. You're singular. So therefore, anyone cannot be replaced. Anybody can be replaced. One connotates and also deduce that there will never be another like you. There was never one like you before. There will never be another one like you in the future. And there's only one you presently. So there's no past tense you. There's no future tense you. There's only present tense you. That should build your confidence. If you have low self-esteem, that right there should help edge your or boost or increase your self-esteem a notch. If nothing else, it should increase your self-esteem a notch. You are exclusive. You are singular. There is a singularity. Therefore, you are unique and you can never, ever, ever be replaced. Anybody can be replaced because every physical body has a body. Everybody has a body. So anybody and everybody can simply be replaced. Now, did I clear up that cognitive dissonance that I had you befuddled, betwixt, bewildered, and mystified by? So the question is then this, Mark. Ask them this. Who's going to discuss with you bacterial vaginosis? The importance of pH balance. Why is it important that it's 7? A little bit over, a little bit above, fine. Extreme alkalinity, extreme acidity, no good. Above 7 neutralizes the acids. Below 7 increases the acids. Now we need the acids. Why? Because acids prevent diseases, STDs, bacterias, viruses, etc., etc. But too much acid is no good. So this is why we need a perfect pH, which is 7. Potential hydrogen. Who's going to discuss with you the periodic table, the halogens? Who's going to discuss with you the importance of understanding the 118 elements found in the universe and why we need to understand the periodic table? Because in so doing, we understand the alchemists, the alchemical processes, and you can therefore learn how to alchemize yourself in terms of evolution. And who's going to discuss with you evolution? Who's going to discuss with you the processes of evolution? Who's going to discuss with you genetic drift, natural selection, the alleles, migration? Who's going to discuss with you why it is important? Who? I'm just saying, something to ask yourself. Who's going to talk to you about the electromagnetic spectrum? These fascinating conversations that caused you multiple. Who's going to discuss with you the electromagnetic spectrum, the low frequency, high frequency, medium frequencies, and how and why these the knowledge, nature, and understanding of these frequencies are imperative, it's imperative that we understand these things because they are relevant, because they mediate, moderate, and they regulate our behavior as electrical and biochemical creatures, bioelectrical creatures, more so than biochemical, bioelectrical creatures. Because we are bioelectrical and therefore we are interacting at a constant 24/7 basis with these frequencies. Who's going to discuss these things with you, giving you multiple intellectual orgasms? I'm just saying, things to think about. Who's going to talk to you about the syllogisms? Syllogistically speaking, what is syllogisms, right? If all A is B and all B is C, then all C is A, because all A is B and B is C, so therefore C is A. This is syllogistically speaking. Who's going to talk to you about inductive and deductive reasonings, right? These different methods. Who's going to talk to you about Newtonian physics? Who's going to discuss with you the first and second, third laws of thermodynamics and why it's important that we understand these laws? Because they are constantly affecting our lives on a daily basis. Who's going to discuss the sciences? Who's going to discuss the chaos theory, the chaotic theory of chaos theory, the butterfly effects? Who's going to discuss these things? I'm just saying, things to think about, because everything else after will be womp, 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 womp. So hey, how you doing? Womp, 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 womp. My name is womp, 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 womp. Bring back Mark. Where's my Mark? I'm just saying. Look, focus, Mark. Focus. I'm just saying. Who's gonna sit? Who's gonna write plays with you? Who's gonna write plays and say, hey, do you like this character right here? Do you think I should make this character that way or this way? Should I insert this or should I take this out and put this in? Who's going to help you who's going to allow you to tap into areas of your creativity you had no idea you could be creative in? Who? I'm just saying, maybe if you find an Obama, but then Michelle going to say, no, he's off the market. Go back to Mark. I'm just saying, who's going to discuss these things with you? Just things to make you go, Just questions. Simple questions. Who's going to talk with you? Who's going to have these conversations with you that's going to challenge your intellectual growth, your intellectual prowess, right? I'm just saying. Things to make you go, Bring back Mark.